Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tara and the name of my channel is Excitement Tea. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on this ID vaccination card holder. This was by a Lori Nun Maker. She has a YouTube channel here and she actually did this, and you can download it from her website or her YouTube channel for free. So I did, and it come with these instructions, and it's an in the hoop project, so I'm gonna show you how it's done. It's 5,666 stitches, and you're going to need one sheet of this vinyl, and this measures 6 inches tall by 5 inches wide. Also gonna need a backing, and it's gonna be the same size. And you're going to need some clear plastic vinyl, which is 3.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. And then it calls for some snaps. And I'm going to be using this snap press. I think I got this at Joann's or Hobby Lobby maybe. It's a Dritz brand. And the little snaps you can buy that come with it. And I'm going to show you how I do all that at the end of the video. So first of all, to start off, we're going to get some stabilizer and hoop it, and then it's going to stitch out our placement stitch. So let's go over to the sewing machine and do that. Okay, today we are going to be using my Brother 6 needle PR600 to do this in the hoop project. So let's get started with the placement stitch. Okay, so now that placement stitch is done, okay, we're going to lay down our fabric over that placement stitch, making sure to cover all the sides and the bottom. So we're going to use this leopard print vinyl that I picked up at the Hobby Lobby, and then it's going to stitch around it. Okay, as you can see, this is stitching out the satin stitch, the box that's going to be on it. And this is going to take 4 minutes to stitch out, so I'm going to speed through this. Okay, so this part is finished. It has finished stitching out the box. Now it's going to stitch out the little box inside that's going to have the check mark in it. So we're going to come over here, and this is what it looks like, and we're going to go ahead and hit go. This is going to be a 5-minute stitch out. Okay, now it is ready to stitch out the word vaccinated. So we're going to go ahead, and we're still using that same colored thread, and we're going to hit unlock and go. This is going to be a 9-minute stitch out. Okay, now it's going to do the check mark. Okay, so now that that part is done, we need to remove this from the hoop. So I'm going to set the camera down. We're going to remove this from the hoop. Okay, we have removed this from the hoop. So this is what we have. And what we're going to do next is we're going to turn this over on the other side. And we're going to spray just a little bit of this adhesive spray to the back, just a little bit. And we're going to take this black felt piece and we're just going to lay it over the design, making sure that we are covering it all up on all sides and making sure that it's down. And once it's down, we're going to turn it over and we're going to put it back on the machine. Okay, we are back over here at the machine and we have our felt up under there. So it's asking us to move on to the next step. So what we're going to do is go to the next step, and it's going to tack down that black felt. Okay, now this part is done. We need to remove it from the hoop and put down our plastic piece. Okay, I have removed it from the hoop, and it has just stitched around this little part. And what this is, it's just a placement showing us where to put down our clear piece of vinyl on the back of here. So we're going to put that down on the back, like right there. And what I'm going to do is I am going to tape this down with some of this washi tape so it will not move. And then once this is through, we will remove this tape. But we don't want this to come up. And also I'm going to take a piece of this tissue paper, this like gift wrapping tissue, and I'm going to lay it on top of this because we don't want the machine to be slipping. So it's still a little bit of sticky on here, so this is going to stick down with that. And then I'm going to clean this my hoop off with some a washcloth when I'm done. So let's just put some tape around here so this will not come up, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to stitch around this to hold down our see-through, and then this will be finished. So let's go back over to the machine. Okay, we are back over at the machine, and we have made sure up under here that all of our stuff is clear, where nothing is getting tangled up under there. So we're going to come over here and hit start and go, and it's going to finish stitching the last part of this, and then we will cut it out. Okay, our thing is complete, so we'll come back over to the table and we will cut this out. Okay, we have removed our project from the machine, so let's take this hoop off. I'm going to take this off. Okay, and it just comes right off. And we're going to remove our project, and then we're going to move the mighty hoop out of the way. All right, and so what I used was just some tearaway stabilizer. So we're going to come on the back, and we're just going to remove this, all of this that's back here, and get this off because we don't need it. Okay, and then this tissue, and then our tape, it just comes off real easy. And then the tissue paper just peels off. Just like that. And then we can start tearing this. Okay, just like this. And you can use cutaway if you like, but I decided to use some tearaway so we could just tear it off. Okay. So this is what we're left with. So I'm going to throw this in the wastebasket. Okay. And so I'm going to use these small scissors to just trim this away. So what we want to do is we're going to trim close to this outer edge. being sure not to cut our stitches. This was an easy in the hoop project, and you can actually use this for other things. You don't have to. You can, I guess, erase the vaccinated and have nothing on it, or you can put your name and just use it maybe for an ID badge or a luggage tag maybe, or something like that. So this is what it looks like. So we have cut this out, and this is the back, and this is like the clear part of this. Now I am going to put my snaps on. So let me get those. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this little pick. It's like a screwdriver with a stick point on it, and we're going to stick a hole in this for our hardware. So once we have the hole, try to center it, and then we're going to take one of these little pieces, and this is part of the snap, and we're going to stick it in here. So this is what it's going to look like. It's stuck in there. Then we have two other parts. One's an outie, and I guess female and male. Okay, so we're going to use the male part on the top part. So I'm just going to stick it in here. Then I'm going to take this cam press thing, and it moves, and just lay it down inside this. Just get it in there. And then kind of like make sure it's in there, move it around a little bit. Then you're just going to gently press it, okay? And it's going to stick on there. So then you'll just take this, and you're going to kind of fold it down and make an indentation. And it's going to show like a little mark. You just take this and punch a little hole through just the clear part. And you're going to take another one of these little things and stick it in there, in that hole, and push it through. And once it comes through, you're going to take the female part of the snap and stick it on. Kind of like push it down. And then you're going to get your snapper press and put it on there. And make sure it's in there, and then gently mash it. Okay, and so I have just did a card like this. And I'm just going to show you, just for demonstration purposes, that it'll just slide in there. Okay, so it's all the way in. Then here's some hardware. So I have one of these little rings like this, and you can just put it on there and then snap it. And there you go. It's just like this. Or you could use one of these and just put it on there, and it opens. Or then I have some of these lanyards, and it can be on here the same way, and you just snap it on there, and then you can hook it on you. So anyway, this is what this looks like. It's real cute and a fast project in the hoop. You can try this with your single needle machine, or your multi-needle machine should work the same way. If you like this video and the contents of it, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel for more tutorials in the future. Thank you for watching.